Hello, everyone. Coming up here on the Pro Wrestling Show presents the NXT Ring Report. Well, NXT had its own special called Heatwave, akin to ECW when they had Heatwave. Well, tonight, NXT had its own Heatwave as Carmelo Hayes defends the North American Championship against Giovanni Vinci. Can Giovanni Vinci pull over and become an NXT North American champion over Carmelo Hayes' long-term commitment as being NXT North American champion, a successful NXT North American champion as Carmelo Hayes can keep the momentum going? We'll talk about that. Plus, two, the women's championship is online as Mandy Rose, yeah, defends her women's championship against Zoe Stark. And Mandy Rose continue her long reign women's championship without a hitch. Again, Zoe Starks coming back from winning the Battle Royal to earn this opportunity. And Zoe Starks has a busy week. She has a busy week ahead of her. We'll talk about when her busy week starts from here on out throughout Friday. We'll talk about that. Plus, two, who is going to lead NXT? Who's something's got to give? Stakes are on the line. Santos Escobar puts everything on the line. He puts his NXT career on the line against Tony D'Angelo. Tony D'Angelo trying to be the Don of NXT. Which one of these two men will be the real Don? We'll get to it coming up, as well as the championship match. Braun Breaker defends his NXT championship against Jordan Devlin. Who is going to leave out NXT Heatwave with the NXT championship? We get into that coming up a lot more as the NXT Ring Report starts right now. Hello, everyone. This is Kendra Dix for your NXT Ring Report here on the Pro Wrestling Show. We thank you for watching this edition of the Pro Wrestling Show tonight. Like I said, join in the conversation using the hashtag Pro Wrestling Show here on Connect TV. We thank you for watching here. We got a lot to get to on the NXT Ring Report tonight. Well, we get started with NXT. Starts out with Carmelo Hayes defending the NXT North American Championship against Giovanni Vinci. Giovanni Vinci is one of the list of challengers that aims to dethrone Carmelo Hayes out of his championship. Can Carmelo Hayes continue that momentum streak of him being almost close, being the longest defending NXT champion? Only time will tell on that. But Carmelo Hayes did pull all the stops. He even trying to bring the fire to Giovanni Vinci. And Giovanni Vinci got burnt out real quick by Carmelo Hayes. Carmelo Hayes successfully retains his NXT North American Championship with a successful title defense. Who's going to start Carmelo Hayes? Carmelo Hayes has been on the road as of late as NXT North American Champion. I don't think his reign is not too long. He could be one day be a future NXT champion if he plays his cards right. Also, too, the Diamond Mine who are coming out. Roger Strong with his team coming out. The Diamond Man confronted Roger Strong, saying Roger Strong is the hold up, the setback, and Roger Strong feel like he didn't, but he was trying to motivate him. But after something came along as Callus from NXT UK made an appearance and attacked the Diamond Man and trying to claim waste and I'm guessing the rumors could be true that NXT UK is not working. And so you gotta bring some of the talent over to the States. And I guess if they're doing, they're bringing some of the talent. But this won't be the last we see some of the NXT UK stars make an appearance. So Diamond Man have to get themselves prepared. Speaking of that, JD Madonna getting himself ready, taking himself an ice bath, water, preparing himself mentally for his championship match against Braun Breaker. We'll get to that later on in the show. So yeah, this was what we saw. Callus attack Diamond Man. So I don't know what Diamond Man's reaction is going to be over Callus, but we'll see. Plus two, Bree Priestley made a rare appearance. She's trying to send a message as well that to Indy Hartwell. Indy Hartwell might well join her husband Dexter on Raw. But Bree Priestley made an appearance. It's like an NXT UK invasion. What's it? NXT UK. So we're getting a lot of NXT UK stars coming over here and causing some chaos and causing some ruckus. If you ask me. Well, speaking of that, the women's championship match. Mandy Rose defending her championship against Zoe Starks in this important women's championship match. Mandy Rose looking beautiful, divine as usual. Mandy Rose defending her championship without her toxic attraction co-mates with no championship. Well, Mandy Rose got the win over Zoe Starks and proved to Zoe Starks that she doesn't need Zoe Starks. And these Mandy Rose continue her reign as the longest reigning continue as the longest reigning NXT Women's Champion of the last 5 years, being Charlotte Flair's record. We'll see on that. Plus two, Cora Jade looked to sell the score against Roxanne Perez. We know Cora Jade and Roxanne Perez were tag team champions, but that went out the window. But Cora Jade attacked Roxanne Perez and left her lane. Cora Jade, Roxanne had the match won, could have used that little stick on Cora, but she decided not to use it. And Cora got the best of her and laid her out. And now Cora Jade attacked Roxanne Perez and won the match. I've been hearing rumors that Cora Jade is dating the NXT champion Braun Breaker, so I'm not shocked nor you know how that be. Cora Jade could be sticking her line to attention for the women's championship down the road. If you know, tell me. Who in the Battle of the Dons? Santos Escobar versus Tony D'Angelo. Which one of these two men was a lot of stake was on the line in this match? If Santos lost, he would have to leave. It's like a loser leaves town match, loser leaves brand. He had to leave NXT while Tony D'Angelo would have to relinquish Santos' teammates. Santos' teammates tried to help Santos out, but Tony D'Angelo got the upper hand out of nowhere, and you can tell right here. Tony D'Angelo pinned Santos Escobar to get the 1, 2, 3. And Tony D'Angelo still keeps the team as he wants, but Santos Escobar is gone from the group. Don't worry, I believe Santos will be heading towards either Raw or SmackDown sooner rather than later. Santos lost the match, but at the end you have to wonder about what Santos' next future and his next future goals is going to be. I think Santos is going to either go on the Raw this Monday or going to SmackDown this Friday. So it was a good match and good showing from Santos Escobar in the match over Tony D'Angelo. He doesn't have nothing to lose or leave, but he left a lasting impression. Also, too, Callus, we talked about it, making reference of what they did to the Diamond Man, laying out the Diamond Man, laying them out. Well, Callus issued what they did earlier to the Diamond Man, and this is Tony D'Angelo and Santos Escobar meant to say with that. But Callus came out there and issued a challenge to the NXT UK Tag Team Champions. I forgot the Country Boys, and the Country Boys accepted. So Callus wants their championship back one way or another, and they get the opportunity next week on NXT for those UK Tag Team titles. So we'll see that going forward and stuff. Also, too, Tiffany Stratton and Wendy Chu will meet one-on-one next week in a lights out match in this rivalry. Tiffany Stratton wanted to put an end to Wendy Chu, and she could do so next week with the NXT championship. Not NXT champion, but the lights out match. So hey, and stuff. Also, too, what else happened? What else happened? What else happened? Well, we said Mandy Rose, she won her match. Mandy Rose becoming a strong, popular champion. Supposed to show you pictures of Braun Breaker and stuff, but Braun won his match against JD Madonna in a good clinic of a match. JD Madonna was trying to pull all the stops, trying to target Braun's arm, but couldn't do so unsuccessfully. So at the end, Tyler Bate came out there and issued a challenge. We think it's gonna be a champion versus champion unification match. Braun Breaker versus Tyler Bate for both NXT and the NXT UK titles. So look for that coming short. All right, that ends the NXT ring report. Let's move forward. Let's move forward quickly to wrestling hot topics. On wrestling hot topics, we're gonna move this one, just train on quickly. We heard that WWE Hall of Famer and the sexy Satisfaction herself, Trish Stratus, will host the Saturday Night Main Event live event in Kingston, Ontario for a weekend. Trish Stratus trying to get back into the ring. We don't know what she's gonna do, but we're sure enough gonna be watching. 100% satisfaction guaranteed. I tell you that about Trish Stratus. I had a crush on Trish Stratus. I'll tell you that. Plus, too, Naomi and Sasha Banks, former women's tag team champions, making their rounds. You know they're coming to WWE soon rather than later. They made an appearance at the world premiere, the She-Hulk world premiere. Sasha Banks and Naomi. You think they're gonna be closer and closer? We'll see when they're gonna make that jump to WWE and coming back to return. You know, it's inevitable. It's coming. It's going to happen sooner rather than later. Um, there was a rumor by former WWE writer Brian Gertz that John Cena could have joined Evolution. Yeah, the leader of the C Nation could have joined Evolution back in the day and been that fourth member like Batista. Could you imagine John Cena joining Evolution? It would have been a trip. John Cena a part of Evolution. Man, anything can happen, I tell you that. Also, too, CM Punk. This is the Jade Carr here claiming that she's going to be the first black woman to be on the hell on the video game. Amazing. Jade Carr be joining the AEW video highly anticipated game, Fight for the Fallen. Whenever that game come out, Fight Fallen, whenever that game will come out sooner rather than later. And somebody did this meme that Drew McIntyre said, "We're wrestlers in a wrestling ring. Let's just freaking wrestle." I think they said Vince McMahon was in a severe coma when he heard that. Vince McMahon didn't like that one bit, saying, "Ooh." I'm the stockholder that's saying wrestling. I think Vince in his whole head think wrestling is a dirty word, but it is what it is. Also, Vince won't be proud of this, but we can say it. But right here, tomorrow, but it'll be after Dynamite, so it'll be a little bit after because I'm gonna be a little bit busy. But I shall do the Dynamite ring report after sometime at 11 o'clock because be super busy. We got Tony Storm versus Kayden King, Daniel Bryan versus Dan Garcia. 3, the best of 2 out of 3 falls. The Farsia Blondes versus the Gun Club. Andrea and Leo and Rush and Dragon Lee taking the Young Bucks, and we know it's gonna be Kenny Omega. We'll see it tomorrow on TBS, so don't miss it. All right, we don't want you to miss out and go get yourself some rest and stuff. So, for me being Kitty Dick saying thank you for watching the AEW, no, NXT Ring Report, Heatwave report. Thank you for watching. We'll see you tomorrow, late tomorrow night, immediately late tomorrow night for the AEW Dynamite Ring Report. Been your host, Kenny Dick saying so long. See you tomorrow. Peace.